What's up, Flashbeat fam? Get ready for a wild ride because we've got some huge news dropping today. We're kicking things off with a bombshell from Sabrina Carpenter, whose latest album cover is causing a serious stir, drawing parallels to an iconic 80s comedy classic. Then, we're heading back to the legendary world of Spinal Tap. After decades, the band is back with Spinal Tap II. The end continues. But how does this reunion measure up? We've got the inside scoop on whether this sequel hits all the right notes or falls flat. And speaking of Spinal Tap II, the reception has been interesting. We're breaking down the box office numbers and the critical buzz surrounding this highly anticipated, yet surprisingly underperforming, sequel. Is it a cult hit or a critical miss? Finally, we're going behind the scenes of Spinal Tap II. The end continues with a full review. Rob Reiner is back at the helm, but can the magic of the original be recaptured? We're giving you the full breakdown, and then you need to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss a beat. Sabrina Carpenter's new album cover is sparking serious debate, and fans are pointing out an uncanny resemblance to a classic 80s comedy. The Man's Best Friend cover features Carpenter in a provocative pose, drawing immediate comparisons to the infamous Smell the Glove artwork from the mockumentary, This Is Spinal Tap. Director Rob Reiner himself has weighed in, calling it a brilliant homage and noting the cyclical nature of art referencing art. This isn't the first time Spinal Tap's controversial imagery has influenced pop culture, as the cover art for their 1992 single, B****ch School, also bears a striking resemblance, further cementing the Man's Best Friend cover as a meta-commentary on provocative album art. The discussion is heating up online, with fans debating whether Carpenter's choice is a bold artistic statement or a direct callback to the mockumentary's satirical take on the music industry's shock tactics. Will this artistic nod become as iconic as the original? Don't go anywhere, because the Spinal Tap saga continues with a look at their new film. Get ready for the review of Spinal Tap II. The end continues. The legendary mockumentary band Spinal Tap is back with Spinal Tap II. The end continues. But does this reunion tour hit the high notes? Director Rob Reiner returns to guide us through what's billed as the band's final reunion, featuring cameos from music icons like Paul McCartney and Elton John. While the film offers a nostalgic trip, critics are noting that the groundbreaking humor of the original doesn't quite translate to the modern era, with some calling it a greatest hits package wrapped in nostalgia. The aging rockers, now in their late 70s and early 80s, bring a certain weariness to their performances, though jokes about faking a coma for publicity and individual pursuits like crypto and cheese shops offer some fresh comedic moments. Despite the mixed reviews, the film delivers beloved classics like Hellhole and Stonehenge, satisfying die-hard fans who might appreciate the callbacks and the energy brought by new cast members. Ultimately, Spinal Tap II might not reach the iconic 11 of its predecessor, but it still offers a solid, if somewhat familiar, experience for its devoted followers. But how did this highly anticipated sequel perform where it counts? We're diving into the surprising box office numbers next. The highly anticipated sequel, Spinal Tap II. The End Continues has hit theaters, but its box office performance is proving to be a major disappointment. Opening on September 12th, the film only managed to rake in $1.67 million domestically from 1,920 screens, landing at a dismal 9th place. This translates to a meager $872 per screen average, making it a clear theatrical flop for Bleecker Street and the band members. The sequel, which reunites David St. Hubbins, Nigel Tufnell, and Derek Smalls for one last concert, faced stiff competition from blockbusters like Demon Slayer, Infinity Castle, and The Conjuring, Last Rites. The struggles of Spinal Tap II highlight a broader trend of theatrical comedies facing an uphill battle in the current market, with many recent attempts failing to connect with audiences. Despite its modest budget, the film's low box office take raises questions about the viability of long-awaited comedy sequels on the big screen. So, what's the final verdict on this reunion? We've got a full review coming up that breaks down every aspect of Spinal Tap II. The end continues. Rob Reiner's Spinal Tap II. The End Continues arrives 40 years after the beloved original, aiming to recapture the magic of the legendary mockumentary band. The film follows David St. Hubbins, Nigel Tufnell, and Derek Smalls as they reunite for a final concert, navigating eccentric side careers and lingering band disputes. While the movie features cameos from music legends like Paul McCartney and Elton John, and revisits classic gags, critics note it struggles to match the groundbreaking humor of This Is Spinal Tap. Director Reiner and the cast deliver amiable performances, with Michael McKean often stealing the show with sharp one-liners. However, the sequel's reliance on nostalgia and its abrupt ending leave many feeling it's an unnecessary addition to the Spinal Tap canon. Despite its flaws, the film's brevity and the chemistry of the core trio offer some enjoyment, but it ultimately doesn't reach the iconic 11 its predecessor achieved. That's a wrap on today's top stories. Stay tuned for our lightning round recap and the full call to action. And that's a wrap on today's Flashbeat. We saw Sabrina Carpenter's album cover spark a This Is Spinal Tap debate, the Spinal Tap II reunion tour hit theaters with mixed reviews, and the sequel face a tough box office challenge. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Flashbeat for all your entertainment news, and hit that notification bell so you're always in the loop. Let us know in the comments which story you found most surprising, and follow us on all social platforms to keep the conversation going.